Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. A frustration many black men have, right? And first, I'm going to ask the fellas, fall back on this one, man. Don't help on this one. Don't help. This is not event page. And the reason y'all see is y'all saying it. Let me talk to the ladies, okay? Let me holler at them. Because the ladies know that I'm not going to yell or anything. I'm just stating something. That's a reality, right? And you know a big frustration many black men have? Too many black women, right, will say, where are the educated black men, church-going black men, hard-working black men who want to get married? I get that from a lot, old and young. Like every woman, you know, of course I know every woman don't want to play. You might find some sexual attraction to them, but you don't really want that, you know. And you say you want this type of man, you've qualified. You say, look, all right, you educated, so of course you want an educated dude. You hardworking, boom. You know, you devout, you go to church. I mean, well, how devout you might be, that might be a question, but you still go, you know. You go to church, and of course you want a guy who shares all those values, right? Because, you know, forget physical attraction. Values are important, all right? In fact, I need to do one on that on my men's channel, talking about values, right? But values are important for you, right? You know, if you got a degree, you want that guy with a degree. If you go to church every Sunday, you want somebody who goes to church. You know, you want somebody who's going to work too. You trying to build something. You know, you want that big house with a picket fence or whatever. Boom, right? And of course, you want him to look like something. Now, despite all that, now y'all know, anybody who follow me know I talk about select and non-select men, right? Now, there's a whole bunch of non-select men who aren't educated. They ain't stepping foot in a church. And they work every now and then, right? Whole bunch of them. And, you know, you might call them dusty or something. You don't want to deal with them. That's understandable. But you have a large group of black men who are educated. They are in the church. They keep a job. They got plans. And women ain't showing them any love. And you can't say it's because they physically ugly. These dudes be in the gym. Like, you know, anybody who follow me know my main thing is hitting the gym. These guys be in the gym. And women even have to admit, these guys ain't ugly. I mean, they might not be looking like Boris Cujo or whatever. But at the same time, they ain't booger wolves. You know, they get haircuts. Shit, they get their lineups too. They in the barbershop too, get their lineups, all of that. Yet despite that, they single. You know, and some women, they might say, well, what's wrong with these guys? Ain't nothing wrong with them. They right there. You know, and those are the guys I'm talking about y'all need to be checking out. You know, I ain't asking y'all to check out some bum dude or take care of a bum. First of all, any man should not want a woman to take care of him, so I'm not going to ask y'all to take care of him. And even when I say support a man, I only mean support a man who's actively working on what he's supposed to be doing. You know, don't support a man by letting him sleep in your house, drive your car and stuff, and talk about his plans. Find that man who's actually working on his plans. That's the support I mean. Like he's actually doing, like you ask, well, what are you doing towards your dreams? And boom, he can break out like a big notebook, all his plans. He can like shoot PowerPoint and everything, right? There's plenty of those. Those are ones, they ain't bums, they ain't trying to do, those are the ones I really try to help. Those are ones. Because, you know, only thing they missing, and let's be real about something, the difference between a nice guy and a player is not necessarily looks or body build or whatever. Those are extras. It's mindset. But a lot of times women don't want to deal with them. Because a lot of times these guys, because they good guys, they not trying to like really just, they actually trying to get to know you. They ain't trying to use you sexually. They want to build a relationship with you. They actually want to get to know you because they thinking in terms of marriage too. These guys are thinking in terms of marriage. They want a legacy. They want a family. Despite everything out here about men not getting married and whatnot, that's not everybody. I was just talking with a brother, a wedding photographer the other day, right? And my man said, you know what? Despite everything, he stayed busy. Despite everything, all this anti-marriage stuff, this dude stayed busy. And they're still, on my Instagram. I follow like some black family pages and stuff. Man, there's always somebody proposing. Mostly, you got, well, I ain't gonna say most, but you got a critical mass of black men who got everything y'all say y'all want. Now, the thing they might not have that extra oomph that would turn them into a player. They might not have that spark. And too many women looking for that spark that would make that's really the player's secret. But here's the thing with that, which I can't get. Very few women want a man who's going to cheat or, and at least try to be monogamous. Now, from a man's logic, get a man who's more inclined to be monogamous. Like these guys, I talk to a lot of dudes. Y'all don't realize how many men I talk to who they ain't trying to play the game. Even some players, they trying to get out of it. They just want that right woman. But that's a frustration when y'all say, too many women say, yeah, we want this, this, and this. And the guy, like, he going down the list too. Say, wait, that's me, that's me, that's me. Right? And shoot, some of them, if you give them a chance, shoot. Some of them, you give them a chance, they'll even satisfy you better in bed. Because a lot of players, even though in general players have more sex appeal, that don't always translate to satisfaction. Whereas, like these guys, shoot, they focus all on you. And I've actually known some women who've given these guys a chance, and they were like, oh, wait a minute. But that's a big frustration, and I wanted to share that. That's why I'm asking the guys to stay back, because one of the things with too many men, many men will get on here, express their frustrations, but not in a way that's conducive for y'all to hear them. And I'm just saying, look, this is what's up. Like I said, I understand you don't want to mess with some dusty dude or some broke dude. I get that. Or some dude who don't take care of himself, or some dude trying to live off of you. He don't even have his own vehicle or something like that. And I'm saying, shoot, that's totally fair. But these dudes be having stuff, be having homes, or at least like a place to sleep. Credit good too. But that's the biggest frustration. And look, here's the thing about many of them. Many of them really don't come online to express that. You get a tiny percentage. Many of them just, they still hanging in there. They still hanging in there. They still trying to do right, especially for the sisters. These dudes want sisters. I talk to a lot of these dudes. A lot of women complaining. You checking out that dude, checking out, going for the white girl or the Asian girl or whatever. I talk to a lot of these dudes. There's a whole group of black men who got all those positive things that you want, who would rather be single than deal with a woman of another race. And that's a frustration too, because it's like you worried about this dude over here with Becky, but this dude is like, he don't even find Becky attractive. In fact, they'll look at you for funny. I've had some brothers look at me funny if I even mention something like that to them. They were like, why would somebody want that? But then the same brother's single, and I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, how come women ain't drawing all over them? And it's hard for me to judge other men, but you can look at a man and tell when he's in decent shape. You can tell when his ass is clean. You can tell when he telling the truth that, he got a degree or he working on a regular job. Shit. You can tell if he got a good lineup. So I'm like, well, wait a minute. Hold up. How is this happening? All right? And that's a major frustration. That's something women really need to think about. Sisters need to think about. The dudes are out here. But you know what? They might not have that thing called game. And the game in the sense of knowing what to say, excitement and everything. But in many ways, that's kind of immature. If you're talking about a marriage, right? If you're talking about marriage, Is that the guy you want, or you want that guy who can be responsible? Because marriage is more than just how much y'all partying and stuff and how much you having sex. A big part of marriage is, okay, something goes wrong. Somebody in the hospital, can he take responsibility? Car goes down, can he take, boiler goes out, can he take responsibility? Somebody, you hear that sound downstairs, somebody done broke through your front door. Do you have that type of man who gonna go down there strapped? Or say, baby, I got this, you stay right here. And a lot of times women, it's frustrating. You got the guys who willing to fight. To me, there's a lot of sisters who complain about a man not wanting to defend them. But to me, women don't want to mess with the guys who will. Seriously, too many. It's like you got the guys right there. They want to share their lives. They want to get married. But y'all chasing play. Y'all chasing the dog. And that's a frustration these guys have. And I wanted to share that because you understand that. Because I talk to a lot of dudes and I'm like, this is a good dude. This is a good dude. Like sincere, like you can tell. I've known some dudes, like in private, around other guys, they say, look, I ain't trying to be player. I'm just trying to find a good woman, good quality woman. And that's most of them. Saying all black men or something, or players or something, is like saying all black men are NBA stars. Really ain't that many. Really ain't that many on that. And usually the ones who are on that, they got some other issues they got to work with that might not make them conducive to be husbands anyway. Everybody ain't built for it. A lot of times women ain't dealing with the ones who are built for it. So I just want to express that. Now, like I said, for the fellas that heard this will be one of those ones if you come on with something. And the reason why, look, for the fellas who listen, I know you want to express yourselves here, but, sometimes the conversation, we need to have a conversation with the women just directly. And a lot of times women tune you out if you coming from a place of frustration. I'm just coming from a place of logic, right? And a tough love place, right? So, just fall back. Let them marinate on what I'm saying. And for the ladies, marinate on what I'm saying. I'm serious. There's some good dudes out there who want to get married. Got the shit you want. At least that's what you say you want. Now, if these dudes got these things, you still don't want them, I'm going to be honest with you. That's kind of on you. A guy don't have an obligation to be like a drama king. He really shouldn't be. A male shouldn't be a drama king at some point, or, do all the wild and crazy stuff that you might want. Ultimately, these responsible brothers really need to be the select, and they're not. And until they become the select, until women really examine what they're looking for, all right, boom. Then they should need to be the select out of the box. Right? And that's not totally, really, for that to happen, it's a whole cultural change, but why not start that change right now? Start that thought right now. So that's all I got for y'all. Talk to you later. Peace.